I've been screaming the entire time.
For a week. Even, never mind. I'm not even going to try to...
It's been 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We bulk record these because I don't want to be here more than I have to be.
Well, let's get Kelp Forest done and over with so we can talk about the room during that.
Alright, I'll do Kelp Forest.
Okay.
Definitely played.
So you've seen the room?
Yes.
Huh.
So do a quick recap. I haven't seen it in a couple of years.
I haven't seen it in a year or so either, but basically, I don't remember what happened or if we ever found out what happened, but a
room in some hotel
got magically charged, and everything in it got magical abilities.
Yeah, some people theorize like God died in that room or something, or
well, there was a person in the room, and he was one of the objects.
Yeah, the person.
There was a bus ticket that, when touched, would teleport you somewhere. So they put tape over it, and then the guy who owned it would just touch people with it when he got annoyed by them.
Yep. Anyone who touches the ticket gets sent to a specific bus stop.
Yeah, the bus stop of the ticket, I believe.
Yep.
There was a glass eye, if I remember correctly.
What the fuck?
It attacks you. You can't damage it.
It's fucking nature, man.
Hold on. We're talking about the room because apparently Shane has seen it.
The Lost Room?
Yeah, the Lost Room. That's what it's called. The Lost Room.
I just called the rooms. I don't read titles, but
if you want to join in the conversation. There's a glass eye that I believe was the person object's eye that I don't remember what could do.
It atomized people. It basically just straight up destroyed them, out of existence. It looked like it shredded them down to nothing.
Okay.
What was the one that, anything it was looking at? Oh, no, it was the glasses. It would stop anything from combusting.
Yeah, if you were wearing the glasses, fire didn't work.
Yeah. So someone was trying to shoot the guy, he was looking at him. They couldn't shoot because they're...
Right, yes. The Polaroid, you could look around and see around the room.
Yeah, that one was fairly limited usefulness.
Yeah.
The radio was pretty useful for me.
I'm not sure. I don't remember what the radio did.
Made you 1 inch taller. Since I'm really short.
Back up and destroy that one.
They didn't use that one. They just talked about it.
It was still indestructible though. So
well, yeah.
That was pretty cool. I just thought that scene where you just fucking hitting the fucking thing. Like, this is one of the ways to test if something's in an object. You just fucking beats it with a hammer.
Well, I always wondered what would happen. Because once they found the way back into the room, the door,
because he's got the key.
The key lets you get into the room. So
as long as you have the key, you can stay in that room.
But things are completely indestructible in our world, but they can be changed in the room. So, if you took the deck of cards, you can't open that deck of cards. It was sealed.
Yeah.
But if you took it into the room and opened it, you have 52 new objects, all of which may do something weird.
If you took that guy into the room and fucking dissected him, you have however many new objects you want to make.
Well, they did take him into the room and killed him.
Yeah, because he wanted to die.
Yeah, because he wanted to die.
Yeah.
So I don't
and then the main character became the new him, right?
Yeah, exactly, which means that he killed him and didn't leave a corpse, so you probably couldn't cut him up and use his body parts.
Yes.
There was a quarter that you could swallow, and any wish you had came true at that point.
Yeah, it basically made your imaginings real. So
that
one out.
Right?
Well,
swallowed a quarter.
I realized, hey, I can make things.
Who's like, well, it's not working on anything else. Man, as well fucking eat it.
Well, the best part about that is that when he describes it, it's it makes imagination real, and it lasts for about 2 days, sometimes 3. And then you think about that, and it's that's how long it takes you to poop out that quarter.
And then you gotta
search
through.
You gotta swallow it again.
Yeah, look through your shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember all of the stuff. I don't remember much of it, but no, we didn't just come out here to get away from you. That'd be crazy. SpongeBob just dropped a massive deuce.
Yeah, I heard you talking a little bit about the video game Groundhog Day episode of Librarians.
Yeah.
That is my favorite episode of Librarians. It is amazing.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
No, this.
Okay.
He's standing on a fire that's underwater.
So unrealistic.
Well, when does SpongeBob?
First, the fire should be hurting him. Second, there shouldn't be fire.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the first, actually.
The whole story of the room is the guy, because anything that's in the room if you're not in there with the key, it disappears.
Yeah, so his daughter disappeared.
Yeah, his daughter got left in there. And he's like, I was trying to get my fucking daughter back.
Which I don't remember how he managed that.
He became the guy, and then he had like all the powers and was able to get her back.
Okay. Like I said, it's been a year or so since we watched it. I was very sad that it didn't get picked up as a real show.
Yeah, that was actually, it was never, they made a miniseries and then, like, we're hoping
Yeah.
that it would generate into a real show, but I guess there wasn't enough interest for it at the time.
Yeah.
Super fucking cool.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, I find a lot of things like that.
I like the idea of the key, like, you can open any door with it, even if it doesn't really have a lock.
It did have to have a keyhole because the guy.
You could come out of any door.
Yeah.
But to go into it, it needed a keyhole.
Yeah, and that's
He
why the
came out of,
guy.
like, a
No.
bead wall one time.
The what?
A what?
He used it one time and came out of like a bead wall. So a door made out of beads.
Maybe. But yeah,
No, I remember in the show,
you can come
the
out
bad
of any
guy who had the quarter, specifically designed his house and building and all that, so that you couldn't use the key to come in.
That's because he had no doors at all.
Yeah.
He only had because the doors got to open like a door.
Yeah, so he had sliding doors.
He had sliding doors and archways. He didn't have any doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for one.
Except for one that was behind a wall that they had to like destroy the wall to get to.
Oh yeah, I remember that. There was a pencil that every time you hit it would make a penny. Some guy
Infinite money.
Some guy got rich by just making pennies.
Yeah, and then he went crazy.
Yeah.
So you have to tap it 1,000,000 times. Now we have trouble with that.
Oh, he would not.
Why?
So you just tap things normally, like without
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah, I move my leg, I have like restless leg syndrome, I do all that kind of shit. This level's gonna take forever because Shane doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm just running around randomly.
Still more intuitive than Luigi's Mansion.
We've been playing Luigi's Mansion 3 lately.
No.
Shane's fucked. My turn.
So what were some of the other items? I know there
remember.
was something that made a flamethrower.
The pen didn't exactly make a flamethrower, but
Oh, yeah,
like
it
if
would cook
you
any-
stabbed it in something, it like microwaved them.
Yeah.
And it would
Oh, it's like the fire key from Lock and Key.
it was actually very much like the fire key from Lock.
That's a show I think you'd like.
The watch, if you put it around an egg, it would boil it.
Another one of how the hell would you ever figure that out?
Yeah, I know.
Weirdos.
But didn't it also work in a different way if you put it around something? They combined a couple items and they were able to do something crazy with it.
Yeah, they did combine some items.
Yeah, there was they talked about that. They said if you combine it with something else.
I found a page online that was creating Lost Room replicas of objects and stuff. You could get the bus ticket, you could get the key, you could get all kinds of cool stuff.
That's cool.
Which I thought about buying her as a gift. Alright, you're in the next area now.
I think the only one I would want would be the key.
Yeah.
He's pretty useful.
I've been working on...
The wristwatch boils an egg, but if you combine it with a knife, it granted the user, quote, a kind of telepathy.
Weird.
What did the knife do?
They never told us.
Yeah. Because I remember there was like a lot of objects they had collected to try to do some sort of ritual or something.
Well, also there were two factions.
You don't have a pulse there, Shane.
Yeah, I'm not Patrick.
Also there were two factions.
You are now,
who kind of
or will be now.
Thought that it was like God. That the
Yeah.
objects were pieces of God. So
Shane
they were
mentioned they
so
thought
were
God
just
died in the
collecting
room.
them. Well, they were just collecting them. So there's like scenes where they'll like show a
Use
display
the bus
case
stop. We come
of
back.
like 15 objects,
Yeah.
but they don't tell us what they are or what they do because it was supposed to be a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you would have figured out all the objects in the TV show.
Yeah.
I like to imagine once the SCP Foundation found out about that room, they would have fucking blocked it the hell off.
Probably. This Peace Foundation, like, we got like fucking hundreds of these fucking things, man.
So, in the vein of the SCP Foundation, I'm thinking of writing a book, or a book series, that is based around kind of the SCP Foundation. It's just called The Foundation, rather, though. And they don't call anything SCP, so that resets them. So you have to go and get 3 of them.
It's so fucking tedious.
Yep. But just think, once we finish this one, we can be done this area. We can be done Kelp Forest, because we're not doing the rest of the fucking thing. Because the next bit's the one where you have to change into... Or go do a thing as SpongeBob, then change into Patrick, then go do a thing as SpongeBob, then change into Patrick, then go do a thing as SpongeBob, then change into Patrick.
Yep.
Dead. But, I'm writing I'm working on the beginnings of a thing where...
all your secrets away, man.
Yes. Where the foundation was started,
God damn it.
and then... You're just gonna give it to me, you don't want to play anymore?
I died. I have to switch it.
I don't always do that. We don't always do that.
Okay. I don't care.
Shane doesn't care anymore.
They'll get to this faster than I will.
That is true. Because I know what I'm doing. And anytime you die, all the tikis reset.
Yep.
Fucking bullshit. The worst designed part of this game.
So what are going to happen in your SCP ripoff?
It's not a ripoff, first of all.
I was wondering if you were going to address that or
Yep. Totally gonna address that, because you're an asshole.
Yep.
It's not an SCP ripoff.
It just has everything to do with... It's
No, it's honestly a mix between SCP, the librarians, and things like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh damn it, we gotta waste fucking... What's in here? Camper, right. It's just, the series is going to end by them going and talking to God, and then God is going to be, like,
Not my problem, bro.
No, God has been working with the Foundation in secret for years.
It's not the Christian God.
No, it's actually the Christian God.
Why would he need to work with them?
She, actually.
Pretty sure the Christian God is...
Christian God is androgynous. There is no he or she.
It depends what Christian.
And there's that fucking glitch I was talking about.
Hit him.
You can't. It happens sometimes when he's in his floaty animation and then comes over, he glitches into the ground, and then he's stuck there.
Oh, well. Walk around him.
Yep.
Oh, pretty sure the Christian God is pretty solid.
It's depicted as a male, but there's no reason that it has to be a male. Many things have depicted it.
Called the fucking Lord. Constantly talking about ladies be serving their man.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's in the Bible that God created Adam in his image, which means that God is by definition male.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty...
It doesn't have to be. Many places have talked about God as...
Make it a god. I just wouldn't make it a Christian God.
Well, I'm making it the creator.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be like... Yeah,
I'm not going to be like, it's the Christian God. What?
Catholic Christian, that's... Don't be like, I'm that God specifically. Why did you write this? It's just a joke, bro. Like, maybe if you do it that way, but I would make it God, not like the God. Or at least the Christian God.
Well, it wasn't really the plan, was to mention any specific religion, just mention God.
You do like a Gaia thing. And if it's all powerful, why doesn't it work with anybody?
I don't know. I know that there's going to be another being that's essentially an eldritch being.
Make it effectively Simish.
Simish?
Yeah, make it just the Sims.
That's why I don't explain things to you. You just try to be...
I like to fucking question your fucking shit.
You're not questioning my stuff, you're like, you should make it this! And it's just like, well, why did I even fucking talk to you about it? Because you're just gonna be like, you should do this, you should do this.
Yeah.
Well, constructive criticism.
It's... What he's doing is not, because he just makes jokes about it.
It's half and half. Like how you shoot the smaller version of themselves into their mouths.
What? Oh, yeah.
Especially if Patrick was what he thinks.
Yeah. Alright, now we're done Kelp Forest, because fuck Kelp Forest.
I'll try the slide one time, if we can get there.
That means we have to go through the entire horribleness that is the next area.
Alright, then fuck it.
Fuck it, we'll do it. I like nothing more than prolonging the terribleness.
Yep, I've noticed. Why I don't want to come over a lot. Just like, let's just play fucking shitty games I have no interest in.
This isn't a shitty game. How dare you?
We played it before.
Yeah, but nobody's watched us play it before.
We had an entire video series. I mean, you got rid of it because it was super trash, but still.
Yeah, it was absolutely trash. It was recorded using a fucking thing pointed at the screen.
Yep.
Anyway,
It was spinning crystal.
yeah, those are the crystals we need to pick up for Barnacle Boy, though we didn't talk to him about it. There's a bit in this area where if you throw a tiki onto a thing that activates a thing too soon,
Yeah.
it'll, and then take it off too soon,
It'll break or something.
it breaks the sound.
Oh.
The tiki, when you put it on the bigger tiki,
Yep.
makes it so you, so a vine comes up so that you can jump on its leaves,
Yep.
and when you take it off, the vine goes down. But if you take it off before the vine has gone all the way up, it glitches out the audio and causes you to, causes it to stay that way.
Oh, you kill yourself to make it stop.
Basically.
Yep.
Which I never do because it means you have to redo fucking everything.
By the way, if it turns out you're in a video game, this is how you defeat the player playing the game. You just make annoying sounds to turn the universe off. So it's the only way to win.
Shit.
So tell me about some of the anomalous creatures or items in your...
There's a land octopus. An octopus that can survive on land.
Just a normal octopus, which just walks around the land.
Yeah, it can just survive on land. What do I need to do next? I need to be Patrick next. Yes. There's a set of objects that, when arranged at Stonehenge, will open up a portal to another universe.
Sounds so complicated. It'd be cooler if you just found like some good snack supplies or something.
There's a plague mask, a plague doctor's mask from the plague times.
Yep.
That makes you immune to all
All diseases.
all diseases. Yep.
Ultimate face mask.
Yep.
You should be the opposite. It should just make you think you're good at curing people, but you actually have no idea what you're doing.
So that's the one. If you fuck that up, or you take it off too soon,
Yep.
you lose all this stuff. Or you get the audio fucked up. I'll probably be adapting some things from the SCP wiki. Like I liked the idea of them finding slugs that they're, instead of slime, was ranch dressing.
Oh yeah, the look like JSCPs, like joke ones.
SCPJs, but that wasn't an SCPJ. That was just it was an anomalous objects. They have a list of random anomalous objects. There's a backpack that every time you attempt to move it, it like doubles in weight, doubles in density. And they've been moving it for like 30 years. And it's like stuck in they've been moving it from one site to another that's like 5 kilometers away for 20 years because it keeps doubling in weight and density, so it makes it harder for them to move the damn thing.
Why do they keep moving it?
Because they need, I don't know, they were moving it from the place that they discovered it to the facility they were trying to put it in.
Yeah. Well, it counts as a time I move it, so if I move it 1 inch, does that count as one move?
Pretty much. Picking it up, I think, counts. I don't know. It's not fully explained because it's not a proper SCP.
Yeah.
There's a penny that always lands up. Or always heads up, stuff like that.
Great way to treat it. Something.
Yep.
I like the one where it's a pizza box, and every time you open it, it has a brand new pizza on it with whatever toppings you want. It's perfectly safe and is contained in the lunchroom of one of the facilities.
Yeah, I like shit like that.
Or it's just let's just put this in the break room, you guys. It's great.
Yep, and that's the difference. So in the librarians and in the show, the universe where the library exists, they pretty much outright refuse to use the objects for personal gain, and they don't use magic as much as For the most part, they don't use magic.
Aside from the things they use to take other people's magic.
Yes, because they're trying to keep magic out of the world. I don't agree with it. I think they should be using the magic. Like, they went to, in one of the movies...
The reason they don't use magic is because they've watched all of the other people use the magic to do bad things. And statistically speaking, if 100% of people are using magic and doing bad things, that means the magic is corrupting. So that's why they don't use it.
It's just all...
Or it's just all shitty people using the magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean by statistically speaking. If there's magic in the world and only the shitty people are finding it, it's not that only the shitty people are finding it, it's that magic is making them shitty.
I don't know. I would look into that. Were they always shitty before they had it? If like 100% of the people who found something were Nazis.
Okay, that guy who was Baird's friend, and he was in the military, and he was a good guy, and as soon as he got magic, he used it to kill people so he could be a hero.
That's temptation.
That's the point, though. They're saying using the magic is the temptation, and people aren't strong enough to hold that off.
You could have just done that with a gun. What did you need magic to kill people for?
Because he wanted to be a hero again. And so they were it was basically a deal with the devil that he did, and he used the magic to allow him to or be able to be a hero. Or
They're on what, like library number 144, something like that, and number 143 literally turned dark side because he wanted the magic. Maybe they've got these rules in place because 143 librarians have taught them it's a good idea.
Well, some of it, it just doesn't make sense. Like, they literally, in I think it was the second movie, they found the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
But it was in a vase that they had to buy for, like, $1 million. Use the Philosopher's Stone to recoup your damn money!
That makes sense.
Like, that's not using it for a bad way, and you're not going to get corrupted by using the Philosopher's Stone to help yourselves.
How much does something have to be count as magic? Like, if I just get two rocks and let me talk to each other, does that count as magic?
Pretty much.
Because I have a phone that can do that.
There was a reference to that saying in the first movie, like, you have a cell phone that'll allow you to talk to anywhere around the world instantly.
To be fair, technically, it's not just a cell phone. There is a network of satellites.
100 years ago, if you had something like that, that would have been in the library. 400 years ago, you would have burnt at the stake for being a witch. So, they do say, they come up with stuff, and it's like, stuff like that would have been in the library before.
Also, does everyone just find the magic, or is, like, who's making these magic things in the first place?
Basically, magic will seep into objects to make it, because magic is volatile in this world. It's just everywhere in the world, or it used to be. It got sealed away. Now in the show, they've brought it back by putting Excalibur back into the Sword and the Stone, releasing the magic. It's very convoluted and doesn't make a lot of sense for some of it.
So all of the magic comes from a tiny European lake?
Very convoluted. Doesn't make a lot of sense, remember.
Okay. What are you doing?
I am doing what needs to be done. Said Thanos.
No way you're gonna be able to get up there in time with a fucking minute.
You just gotta be really good at it.
No, yours is too slow.
No. I'm fine.
Oh my god, you fucking did it.
Shane, I've done this 3 times, so this is my 3rd time doing this in the last month and a half.
I'm actually impressed.
You should be.
You live one extra day.
What?
That's it, we have to 1 day longer.
Jesus Christ.
You may kill yourself on Thursday.
But I think that today is Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Okay. I don't know. I think they should use magic for good.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
At least a little bit. Sometimes.
We're using a lot of magic as it is.
Right?
Why can't I just use the magic fucking ready-bake oven to have a pizza every once in a while? It's like, no, it's evil. What makes it evil? It's made by Satan. To do what? Make him pizzas. It's a very straightforward item, actually. Turns out even
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, to be honest.
Every once in a while.
No idea what I'm supposed to do with that. So, this isn't a terrible place, you know. It's not the worst. It's also not the best. Totally thought I wasn't gonna make that. This is the worst part.
Getting this one?
Yes. Of which I've had a lot of practice.
Yep, you seem to do it first time.
Had a lot of practice. We've also gotten all of the things, so I can now...
Yes, another fucking spatula down.
And I can go get the other one, that's the crystals. Because that was just finish this cave system. Now I can go return all the crystals to Barnacle Boy.
Can't you just go to the next section and...
Teleport back?
Well,
I could, but then I'd have to warp back to the next section. Either way, I have to do some walking, or some waiting. Might as well do the walking, because we usually cut out the waiting. He gained the ability to trim his nose hairs at super speed.
That sounds like a legitimate superpower someone should work towards getting someday.
Why?
It'd be fucking hilarious.
I've never met anyone that needs to trim their nose hairs. Never met anyone with long nose hairs. Is that even a thing?
Yes. Like super elderly people.
Mm. Alright, so I'll let you try the slide once. Or a couple times if you want. I don't care how many really. And then remember you gotta talk to what's his face first. Which you're automatically doing because you have to actually talk to him. You can't just skip it, you have to press A. Yeah. So you get 101 seconds to go down the slide. I'll let you do it a couple times to get used to it.
Already failed. Can't see. God, there's so much fucking foliage in the way.
Foliage?
Foliage.
Not foliage.
Can't they just do that thing where they pick me up and put me back at the start instead of reloading the fucking level?
Nope. You lose. Try again. I can guarantee even if you make it to the bottom, you're not going to finish Mr. Crab's time because you have to take a big shortcut to do it. I'll let you get used to it for a while so that you can, actually get farther into the slide.
This is already ass.
It's a lot better than the original.
Yeah?
Yup. The slide doesn't suck nearly as much. Yes, you need to do shortcuts, but you don't need to do the shortcut you and I did, trying to perfect for 3 hours.
You skip fucking 45% of it?
You do skip a lot of it.
God damn it! So many tight turns and you just...
Yeah, it's still pretty bad in that department. It'd probably take me a few tries to get through it.
You don't have any fucking... You just have to know what the head.
Still haven't beaten my record. I wonder if vine sliding is a euphemism for something.
No. You're literally vine sliding.
No, but he was like, when I was your age, I was the all-time vine sliding record. It's probably a euphemism for something for old people. It's like an old King Clancy.
I don't know what that is.
We were watching an episode of How I Met Your Mother last night, and they were talking about Canadian sex acts, because apparently they're different than regular sex acts.
They all involve maple syrup and at least one lucid.
There was even a website dedicated to Canadian sex acts. It was called CanadianSexAct.org or something like that. Which they were like, .org? Question mark?
Nobody uses CA.
Well, you could just use .com.
Yes.
Why is it an organization?
That's a good point.
.org is like the World Health Organization.org and stuff like that. Important organizations. Not a group dedicated to writing down all the Canadian Sex Act, which for some reason are different than normal ones. They went through a lot of them. There was a lot of weird ones.
Such as?
I don't remember most of them because they were so dumb. I wasn't really paying attention to most of them. Basically, they were trying to figure out. They made a joke about like going home with a celebrity, essentially having sex with a celebrity, and who their celebrity would be. And one of the characters is from Canada, and said that she had the opportunity to have sex with a celebrity, but he wanted her to do some really kinky, weird thing.
Yeah.
But it was a Canadian-only sex act, like it was a Canadian sex act, and then Barney, the friend's resident slut,
Okay.
pulls out the website, and he also had the way the celebrity got her back to his house was he had a collection of something really interesting, and she wanted to see it,
Yeah.
and so her friends had to guess who the celebrity was, what his collection was, and what the sex act was.
Yeah.
So they pulled up CanadianSexActs.org and started guessing Canadian celebrities.
Yeah.
But obviously they had a really tough time with it, and they were guessing celebrity collection
Yeah.
thing. And in the end, it was the Frozen Snowshoe, Old King Clancy, and Harvey's Trays. And they had no idea what any of those words meant. They're like, so there's nothing on here that says the Frozen Snowshoe is a sex act.
Yeah.
So they were like, the Frozen Snowshoe is what he's collecting? Old King Clancy is the name of the guy? And what the hell are... And they were like, so the guy was named Harvey Strays? So they thought they misheard her? But no, they were the old Harvey's trays that you would get when you could keep when you bought stuff from Harvey's back in the day.
Yeah.
And no, the Old King Clancy was the sex act, and the Frozen Snowshoe was like a wrestler or something. It was a wrestler name. It was a weird episode. I think I'm gonna take it off of you after this next run,
Yeah. I'm good.
and I'm gonna show you the way to get the thing. Hopefully, I can get it down.
The trick is to never jump. That's what I've realized.
Trick is not to die.
Yep.
Still haven't beaten my record, but now we have someone competent playing. Dies immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. No! No!
Oh wow, you managed to save it.
Yep. I got this shit. Alright, coming up here. Here you go.
God damn.
Cuts a good like 10-15 seconds off the time. Then you do that, you cut about 5 seconds off.
God. I'm going to taste everything.
Yup. No!
So
Fuckers.
close. Put something in front of me, I'll usually eat it. I have no self-control.
Does that mean I can put anything in front of you and you'll eat it?
Not really. I'll eat fruit.
I meant non-edible things. I mean, anything's edible if you try hard enough.
No, it's not.
You can eat anything once.
Yeah. I mean, there's that guy who ate an entire airplane in Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
Took him a long time.
Yeah.
He's famous for, like, the most weird things eaten. I need to jump down here? Yeah, I think so. I think I need to do that.
Maybe not, really.
No!
Oh,
Fucking goddamn it!
that was so close.
Right?
You were just spinning along the edge of it. Should have just been like a foot or two ahead.
I've only done this a couple times. Maybe even just once. I may not have even done it for the deconstructed stuff, which I still haven't started to edit yet.
Right.
I tried doing this without a guide for the longest time,
Yep.
and then I ended up breaking down. Okay. Okay, I got this. Fuck.
Before you stood there, you could have turned the right.
Yeah.
The parts where it's super weavy are the dangerous ones.
Yeah.
It's actually easier just to jump off the fucking track.
Right?
Because always was a goal here.
Yeah, they clearly designed it with the knowledge that you had to do these weird...
Like, I think it basically forces you to try and do that. It makes these sections super hard.
Yeah.
Like the sections where you're missing a shortcut are the ones that are really hard.
Yeah.
I think there's a part where you can jump to the right up ahead. Right here.
This is what I'm doing.
And then there's another one right here. And there's another one coming up.
This?
Yep.
Alright, I think at this point I'm almost done, so I don't need to... No!
You should have just kept going through. I think.
God damn it.
It's like I could see little bits of fucking track on the other side. I think you should have just gone straight up through.
I mean, we don't... So if I don't get these two... There's... So we got 54. Add 8 to that. What do we get, Shane?
Why?
Just because I'm thinking.
54 plus 4?
8. 54 plus 8. How did you get 4 out of 8?
I thought I heard 4.
No, I said 8.
Oh,
What do you get if you add 8 to 54? I can't think about it while doing this.
think about it.
Shane?
62.
Thank you. I'm trying to concentrate on this. I don't have the brain capacity to do math right
I was
now.
trying to make him see the numbers as much as possible.
So that's 62. And then add another 8 to that gets us 70.
Yeah.
So that means we need 5
Right.
more spatulas. Fuck. I think if I just stay on this, I should be good.
Go right.
No. Stop telling me what to do.
Immediately falls off.
Jump straight to
No.
it as you can. So many curves, you can't even keep up.
Did it.
Yeah.
So that'll get us to 64. I'm finishing this. Plus another 8, that'll get us to 72. And then we should have enough socks to do thing. There's 1 in the Chum Bucket Lab, get us to 73. So if we 100% both SpongeBob's Dream and Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, we can finish. We can get to exactly 74 without, or exactly 75.
Mm-hmm.
Then we only need 5 more socks to do that.
Okay.
And then we don't need to go back and do any of the stuff we didn't finish.
Yeah.